Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is June 28th, 2018, and today is Thursday morning. So looking at the economic events of the day, all day today, EU Economic Summit happening today, and that's obviously is going to be a lot of discussion there about the U.S. tariffs that's being imposed on the European Union, and we'll look at the euro in just a moment. And then later today at 2:30 South African time, final quarterly GDP results coming out. Now, the GDP is gross domestic product. It's an important number, and we'll take a look at that. So let's see what's been happening in the markets. A lot of rotation, and let's take a look. So we're going to start out here with the Euro USD, and as you can see, it's a weekly chart. And if we look at this, we'll see we're back to the bottom of this range, 115.50-ish level right now trading, and we look like we're going to continue breaking this further down later today. Now, this is really an important support level or potential support level, 1473, and if we do breach this, okay, we've had that resistance before several times, okay, and this is now multi-year, which makes it much more significant. Okay, if we do break this area, we can definitely see it go back down to the 112.50-ish level, even maybe 111-ish level. Okay, so if the correction against the euro versus the dollar continues to slide, if the euro continues to slide, we could definitely see it back to the 111. Now, that's not a big surprise as we are looking across the board. Everything is really breaking down. Okay, but just to give you a more micro level to where we're looking at on the Euro USD, you can see here that we're like really flirting with the bottom of these levels. Okay, so looking at the other or more the catalyst of what this move is down, GBP versus the USD, it's really been the weakest across the board, and it's usually the first one to break down. Okay, and if we look at here on a micro level, you can see we're trading at 130.78, but looking at a daily chart, okay, we're really flirting with this support level, okay, and we're closing in on it. So, okay, so if there's no positive news versus anything versus the dollar, we could see these areas actually breached and a further correction continue. Okay, looking at the Swiss franc, same story. Okay, we spoke about this yesterday that we were trading in a new range, and sure enough, we made this bottom range here. We solidified it, and we bounced off of it yesterday, and this was really an A+ trade. For our trading range, this was really beautiful, 99.80 right now, and we rallied from 98.70-ish level, so that's a nice trade, within one day just to play the trading range right there. Okay, but looking across the board, everything has really gotten weaker. Looking at the USD Rand, all right, now we spoke about this yesterday. 1345 was its support. It didn't breach it, and I mentioned that yesterday. I said if as long as it hits it and it doesn't breach it, we could go higher, and sure enough, that's exactly what we did this morning. 1387. Okay, now the real next resistance level, if we look at a weekly chart, is 1450. Okay, so we still have way to go on the upside, if the Rand continues to slide against the dollar. Okay, so you're looking at all these pairs against the dollar, and you see them just falling apart. Okay, and but what's the easy part is that they're all falling apart together. Okay, there's usually a catalyst. Normally the GBP USD is the first one to weaken against the dollar, but as you can see, everything is really following suit. Looking at the Aussie USD, further down, 73.48, and also looking at a daily chart, we're at the bottom of the range here. This is all year's lows, okay, and we're really closing in on that 2016 level where we really traded between the ranges of 77 and 71, and we even breached it down to 68. So if this continues, the real next support level is 71.84. So keep that in mind. Now jumping into the USD CAD, same story. Okay, new lows for the year, 133.39, and this was really another one that was really breaking apart. Okay, looking at it right now, the next resistance level is 135.55-ish level, 35-ish level right up there. So we have still, there is way for us to go down. Not to say that we can't have a correctional move, but there is way for it to go down. Now looking at gold, really settling here at 1251, just really coming closer to our target move, okay, on the bottom side. But looking at a micro level, a 4-hour chart, you see that it's completely weak, nothing really bouncing it, and I do believe we're going to continue selling off here. However, looking at oil, Okay, yesterday we had this massive rally into oil. We held this line. We didn't really break it on the 67.44-ish level. That was our support level. And sure enough, we took it up even higher. Now we're at our dead highs for the year, 72.44, and we're closing in even higher. So if we do break this area with some velocity, this could go back into the $80 range. Okay, this is definitely the next real resistance level. It's 79.30, close enough to $80 a range. So that's really important if you're going to follow this throughout the day and this continues this massive, rally for the price of oil. Now jumping into the Dow Jones, a very weak day yesterday. We've, completely falling apart, breaching this 24,241 yesterday, touching 24,100-ish level, and then bouncing off of it this morning. We're at 24,170. Now we got to have to look for some sort of impetus to either keep us above water right here, or for us to capitulate and kind of solidify in this area and make it another, or to solidify the support here. So that's something to look at as today progresses. Now looking across the board, the markets have really sold off, and this is exactly what the DAX has done, and really capitulating here at 12,245-ish level at that support. As you can see, there's a support line and the candle's right there, and you see the wick is just so volatile, is that the markets are really feeling this pain of, this new economic strategy from the United States and some of the counter strategies that are now being formalized by, the other countries that are being affected by this new tariff. So lots really happening in the market. So, you got to really be in it to win it. It's a really great place for a scalper to be, and just really take, your profits and, book those small losses early, so you're not going to get it and let it get out of hand. Because, a lot of people, unfortunately, are keeping positions, and they're hoping that it will come back, okay? And they didn't really have an exit strategy to begin with. And that's really what we try to, teach our clients in the Make Me a Trader program here at CM Trading, is to really give you a strategy both on the upside and the downside. So I just want to wish everybody a great trading day. Thank you.